So today is our first open workout, 20.1. So that's like a thing CrossFit does where they have like 5 weeks of the year where there's 5 different workouts and everyone in the world like who does CrossFit registers and puts in their score, and then you see where you are. So it's really cool because Michaela and I just started CrossFit, so we're going to see like where we are at the start, and then like in a year's time we'll see where we're at. How are you feeling?
Yeah, nervous, excited, but we just have to remember there's just another workout. I think both Riley and I like putting so much stress on it, but in reality it's just another workout and we can just see how we go.
Last night we've probably watched like 3 hours of tips and tactics for this workout. And then I've been watching hours of like David Goggins and Will Smith like motivational speeches, like he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. Different things. Trying to get in a headspace that I'm going to say like I want the pain, I'm excited for the pain, and time to push and see what I'm capable of. And not have the other mindset where it's like burpees suck, this sucks, this is going to hurt. You know, I want to be like, all right, let's go, let's embrace it. It's going to hurt, but it's going to be fun. It's going to test my character. What's your goal for the workout?
My goal is just to finish, if I can. The weight for me is pretty heavy. 30 kilos doesn't sound like much, but I'm really new to lifting, and so 30 kilos is a lot. So for me, just finishing is my goal. What's Riley's goal?
My goal is to finish as well. It's a 15-minute time cap to do 8 ground to overhead of 43 kilos and 30 kilos for you. So that means like a snatch or like a clean and jerk. And then 10 bar facing burpees, 10 rounds of that. So it'll be 100 burpees in total over the bar and 80 snatches or clean and jerks. So if I can finish in the time cap, I'll be stoked. And that's really my main goal, is just to finish and push as hard as I can and work as hard as I can.
How do you feel?
Yeah, just do my best.
Do your best, baby. Pretty nervous because I've never seen you be destroyed like that. That looks so hard. Was it fun?
Yeah, it was good.
Just gotta embrace the pain, eh?
Exactly. That's it, Riley, you're doing so good. Breathe, breathe. Good, get up. Turn and lie down. Lie down. One more. Get up.
And then just lying, get ready for the burpee. Good. We're missing 3 burpees. Let's do number 5, 4, 3, 2,
Let's get up. 5
more.
Over the bar.
8, 2 more.
2 more reps.
Good. 9,
Lie down. What? Let's get up.
Ready?
Get up. 20 seconds.
Come on, try to get 4 more reps. Let's go.
Push. Hold on to the bar. 1. Hold on. So we're here at CrossFit Wanderlust and we are doing 20.2.
Yep.
So the workout is...
We have 4 thrusters, 6 toes to bar, and 24 double unders.
And for 20-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. So we'll see how we go. It's going to be brutal, long time in the pain cave. But
and we also don't have much skill, so that'll be fun.
yeah, we just learned double unders, so don't expect anything great.
Take 10 minutes to do like one.
We'll give it our best shot. And
Crossfit. Crossfit.
How do you feel?
I feel okay. I was getting really frustrated though at the start. I was like, you can see me have a little tantrum at the start. I was really frustrated because the weight was super heavy, but it's okay. You just have to go at a good pace and then just get as many rounds as you can.
Sure. How does that, Nicole?
that was like the most pain. It was worse than 20.1. I don't know what happened, but as soon as I got tired, I could not do double unders. I was so good. I did like the first 3. I broke in. I only really learned like 20 minutes ago. Like how to do them with this rope. And then I just got fucked. And then I just lost fitness. We ate way too much fucking food the last 24 hours. And at lunch I probably had 3,000 fucking calories of like junk food. Vegan junk food. Nothing's wrong with vegan food. Alec Baker's filming. Michaela's also part of this vlog. Junk food, we'll just stick with junk food. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Brutal.
brutal.
How many rounds do you reckon you hit?
11? What'd you get? 13? 14?
14, yeah.
14, I think I got 11.
I didn't have double unders though.
Yeah. Well, that was what was
You were
fucking...
one behind him.
And then she caught me by like 2.
Yeah, you were catching up.
She definitely beat me by like 2. Because you overtook me.
I swear you were going past them both of us by the
Towards
end.
the end, yeah. She's
You
got
were
such good stamina. I just kept tripping on my double unders. And then I felt so sick in my stomach. Like,
I really wanted to add 4 more left into the last.
oh, damn. Yeah, oh well. Good effort, eh? Ugh. Dude, I vomited. Do you see that? Alright, so 20.1, 20.2. What do you think?
What do you think?
I think that was really challenging. As you saw, I died. Literally died. How'd you find it?
I think I was just like, I just got really frustrated with myself and had a little tantrum because I was like, oh, I suck. And I was just getting in my own head and just being like, oh, I give up. So that was really bad. I should have just, I don't know, that was really
Yeah,
bad.
you'll see in the footage, Michaela at like round 2 said to me, she's like, oh, I suck.
I'm like, I'm not doing it anymore.
We talk about
about like positive mindset and stuff, and do you know how much that pissed me off? I'm like, we're literally creating a channel about positive mindset and you're going to quit at round 2. And it's like, it was so annoying. And then she says to me after the workout, she's like, I suck. And I'm like, you did, like, going back to that other vlog, she did 2 more rounds than me, or like 3 more rounds.
You always
than me.
have to compare to me though. Why is it about?
Because if you say you suck, it's like you talked about this on your fucking self-love retreat you had this week. You said, when people say they're fat or something, then what does that make you think? It's the exact same principle. You saying you suck means I suck double. So talking about positive mindset and stuff, don't spread that shit. Try and be positive. Like, to be honest, I'm proud of myself for like pushing to what I did, for what I'm capable of, and I didn't quit and I pushed. So like, I'm happy with that.
You should.
And like, I feel like, yeah, like you should have worked on not getting in your own head.
Definitely.
But then also going to the mentality side of things. Once I got fatigued, I could not, like, I did my first 3 rounds of double unders unbroken in 20.2, which was so sick. But as soon as I got fatigued, I literally was tripping every second fucking skip, and I couldn't slow down my brain. I was thinking about Alec, I was thinking about Michaela, I was thinking about what round I was on, I was thinking about James, I was thinking about how much pain I'm in, and I couldn't concentrate. And like, you need to try and train your mind to be like present in those moments.
Definitely.
And just like focus on the now. It's like anything in life, like
Yeah.
if you get caught up in what's going to happen in the future, what everyone else is doing, you can't be your best self like in that moment. And that's why I kept tripping. But on my last round, if you look at the footage, I did my 24 unbroken, because I said on the last round, I'm like, fuck this, like, concentrate, Riley. And I did 24 unbroken. That was obviously max fatigue because it was the last round, and that shows like it's in there, it's within you. You just have to like be like,
Fight the demons,
you just
I
have to
guess,
fight
too.
those demons. Like, I let my mind, my thoughts control how I was acting, rather than like controlling, like being my true self, like being present in that moment. So I think it's a really good analogy for like trying to be like mentally strong. Like, my mind got the better of me in those middle rounds, and that's why I got such a shit score. And then I was thinking about feeling sick, and I just couldn't concentrate.
I think I was the same. Like, I got through like the first few rounds, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. And then
You said you were going to quit.
yeah, I said I was gonna quit. And so like, I think physically it was hard, but more for me like mentally. And I just kept going because like physically, like, it wasn't, like, it was definitely still really hard, but for me mentally it was way worse, just because I was like, nah, I can't do it anymore. The thrusters were really heavy for me, like 30 kilos over my head, even though it was only 4 reps, was like pretty heavy. So, and I was comparing to you, obviously you're a lot stronger than me, and I was like, oh, you're so fast. It's like, I can't do it, and I felt really bad, but yeah, I kept going anyway. But
It's good that you kept going, so that's
Yeah.
a strong thing for you. And then I lost at mid-round. And then something else, like, I kind of wanted to say whilst I was thinking about this, because I want to like talk about like what goes through my mind during that, is I like these limiting beliefs that I have about myself because I have pectus. So it's like a common thing that if you have pectus, you have worse lung capacity, worse cardio. I've always sucked at cardio, and so these thoughts come in my brain like, I suck at cardio, why am I doing this? I've never been good at this. But I'm like putting this limitation on myself that like shouldn't be there. I should just work on like not believing that and just trying to be as good as I can be. Like, I've got a friend who has cystic fibrosis, and he runs marathons. He's like a really good marathon runner. He has cystic fibrosis, so like he doesn't let that limitation trap him in his little fucking box of like self-doubt and and so like the whole time, like, why am I doing CrossFit? I'm going to quit. After I did 20.1, I told you I'm going to quit CrossFit and get into like weightlifting, because I'm like always had a good anaerobic energy system. Naturally, I don't have a good aerobic system, so I like tell myself this isn't for me, I suck. But then I like try and think about like something that got me through that workout was Ben Pekulski has this saying, if I can't, then I must. And I think it's a really good saying, like anything you suck at and you think you quit, like that's where you grow, that's where the growth is, because it's not
like,
your forte.
the more you say, like, that's what I kept thinking in my head, like the more I say I suck, the more I'm gonna suck, because you're literally.
And then if you stop because you say you suck, then where are you
You
growing?
give in
What's
as well.
your character? Like, what does that say about you?
Definitely.
I watched a vlog last night of Annie Thorisdottir doing 20, she's like a CrossFit Games athlete, and she was angry at herself because she paused, and she said, this workout was more of a mental test, and I let my thoughts get the better of me. And so that's why I kind of like CrossFit and like this cardio, because I hate it, I hate the feeling, but like it's such a mental test to push through that and see how much you can push. Like, it's not your body giving out, it's not the lactic acid, it's not your breath, it's your mind. So you're training your mind when you're doing CrossFit, which I think is really cool. And fuck, I have some growth to do, like the amount of negative thoughts that come in, the amount of like self-disbelief. My favorite quote by Tony Robbins is, divorce the story of your limitation and marry the truth of your unlimited capacity. And it's so fucking true. Like, the whole time I'm like there, I'm like, I suck, or suck the cardio, but realistically you can do whatever the fuck. Like, the sky's the limit. You just have to believe and like just keep practicing.
Yeah.
So anyway, 20.1, 20.2 done. As you saw, I died in both, but I've ended strong in both, which I'm happy with. Just got to work on that middle bit and staying consistent and not taking as long of the breaks and not eating dirty junk food before.
And once we get the skills better too, like we're still learning the skills.
Yeah, well, we just learned double unders today, basically, with the speed rope. So that was cool. Need to learn how to do things fatigued today.
Yeah, very
Doing
true.
things fresh and doing them fatigued is another level.
Yeah. Anyway,
Proud of you. Good work.
proud of you too. Good job.
I can give you a kiss now. Sweet.
Nice.